Muncie Community Schools' financial struggle appears to be getting a new party involved. Tonight we'll tell you who this new organization is and how they intend to make an impact.
Plus, an exclusive look at the house that every Ball State president calls home. We'll tell you what updates are being made for new president Jeff Mearns.
Chance of rain, sleet, and snow, and higher temperatures to start off the week. NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
Live from the Ball State News Center, this is NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Good evening and welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Abby Lutz.
And I'm Emerson Lehman. Thanks for joining us.
We'll have more on the renovation of the Bracken House a little later on in the show, but first we begin with the dire situation at Muncie Community Schools.
With MCS facing a multi-million-dollar deficit, there's been a public struggle between administrators wanting to cut costs and a teachers association that wants the district to pay the teachers their worth. NewsLink Indiana's Tony Sandleben has the story on how a third party is making its voice heard.
You know, the goal is just to get everybody together in a coordinated, organized campaign.
Ari Hurwitz is a Muncie Community Schools parent. He's helped organize a Delaware County chapter of the Indiana Coalition for Public Education, or ICPE. A rally held before Tuesday night's school board meeting was the group's first organized event. Hurwitz says he hopes the group can provide a unified voice for parents, community members, and smaller organizations.
We're meeting with PTO organizations, we're meeting with neighborhood organizations, we're going to meet with business leaders, as well as concerned clergy, and try to get the whole community involved.
Muncie Teachers Association President Pat Kennedy says she is encouraged by the community's response to the district's financial struggles.
They are concerned for their whole community and for their children, and they see what can happen to this community, so I am so proud of them.
The next project for ICPE is a Q&A with board members Robert Warner and Jason Donetti. Both will sit with a moderator from ICPE and answer questions submitted by community members, something Donetti feels will ease tensions.
I think it will help just build relationships, and it helps establish good partnerships with the district and board members and groups in the community that are doing good work.
Hurwitz says he hopes this new coalition can not only improve transparency between the board and the public, but also convince the state government to provide more funding to the district.
Joining us now is Tony Sandleben. And Tony, you said in that piece that this organization wants to reach out to the state government. Are there any plans in place for that?
There are plans in place. The next step for this organization is what they're calling a video campaign. They're looking for community members to make 30-second to 2-minute videos of themselves talking about what MCS schools mean to them, what would happen if teachers were to leave, basically trying to avoid that worst case scenario. Their plan is to make this a viral campaign that will eventually reach the governor as well as the state assembly to get more funding to the district.
And Tony, you mentioned funding. Has there been any development with the MCS financial situation?
There has been. There have been two major steps that were taken last night at the last school board meeting. The first was that the board has agreed to look for a new grant from an organization called the Distressed Unit Appeals Board, which is a state-run board that has dealt with this kind of thing before. Cities like Gary, Indiana have searched for money from this committee. The Muncie School Board is looking for about $5 million from that board. It's unknown whether or not they will actually get that amount or when they will hear an answer. The other major step was a change in the transportation method for Muncie Community Schools. The board decided to move on from longtime local company M&M and is now working with Auxilio, a company based out of Michigan that is more nationally known. This effectively means M&M will go out of business, but Stephen Ball, the superintendent of Muncie Community Schools, said this decision was made to save the school a lot of much needed money.
Well, hopefully we look to see some improvements with that financial situation. Tony, thank you very much for joining us.
Well, key players in the community and an award-winning author took a trolley tour around Muncie to highlight what makes a city lovable. The author is also a community consultant and travels to different cities to offer a unique perspective on bettering the community. NewsLink Indiana's Brittany Ehrman has the story.
I am here representing several different things today.
There's more to Muncie than what meets the eye, and the community wanted to showcase it. This trolley made its way to 16 different places to show author and community development consultant Peter Kagayama different landmarks that hold strong history and meaning. However, Kagayama says he's not the traditional consultant that does research and writes reports on the city, but he focuses on something different.
I'm looking for fun. I'm looking for people who want to do a project that makes other people smile.
A concept that he says is often missed in community development. He stressed building bridges and fixing roads are important, but the projects that have the greater impact create an emotional reaction.
What do people want? Well, they don't want stuff that's, merely functional and safe. Of course, we expect that. but they also want stuff that looks good, that feels good, that makes them feel like they are a member of a community, that connects them with their fellow citizen.
Aaron Moore is Ball State's communications specialist of community engagement and says Muncie is on its way to being an emotionally engaging place.
Finding ways to inject beauty in places that may have not been beautiful for a long time, to inject energy. It's really important that those injections are somewhat visible, because the visible environment plays a lot into how we feel about where we are.
Kagayama stressed a good idea is to find something that's unique about Muncie, and a start is Garfield creator Jim Davis.
You guys should own that. It's, hey, this is Garfield's home, and, you have this, this very notable resident here. It's like, you could do a lot with that.
Kagayama said some of the ideas he found in Muncie may end up in one of his books in the future, but we'll have to wait and see. In Muncie, Brittany Orman, NewsLink, Indiana.
Kagayama did speak about community engagement earlier this evening at the Cornerstone Center of the Arts, and over 400 people were in attendance. If you want to know more about his work, you can visit fortheloveofcities.com.
The Senate voted 85-12 today to confirm former Indiana Senator Dan Coats. Coats' confirmation makes him the 5th person to hold the title National Intelligence Director post the September 11th attacks. As the Trump administration's top intelligence official, Coats will oversee 16 intelligence agencies. He will also be a key player in the ongoing investigation into Russia's possible interference in the 2016 election. Governor Eric Holcomb commented on Coats' confirmation in a statement earlier today. Holcomb said, quote, "It makes Indiana proud to see so many of our own top Hoosier leaders join Vice President Pence in Washington, D.C." He also said dual confirmations of Coats today and Seema Verma yesterday reflect well on Indiana.
And President Donald Trump's wiretapping claims have reached a turning point. After Trump claimed the Obama administration wiretapped Trump Tower during the 2016 election, frustration continues to grow as no such evidence of such wiretapping has been found. Republicans are now voicing their displeasure, and Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley said the FBI's transparency has been irritating. Another Republican Senator, Lindsey Graham, has threatened to subpoena the FBI if the current flow of information continues. Meanwhile, White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer has said Trump did not mean wiretapping in his tweet, and Trump himself said wiretap covers a lot of different things. Well, Emerson, I know with last week being spring break, I was used to those warm temperatures, and now it's snowing, and I am not happy.
That's right, Abby. A lot of Ball State students were surprised when they came back to Indiana, snow falling from the sky rather than those sandy Florida beaches and warm temperatures. Evan, can we expect some warm temperatures coming up?
Yes, actually, you can expect some warmer temperatures coming up, but that won't be until Monday. But as of right now, look at the highs for today. Muncie got to a high of 32, Indianapolis at 34, and Bloomington and Terre Haute at 34 as well. Now, taking a look at the winds over the past 6 hours, which has made those wind chills temperatures just a little bit colder than what they really are. Muncie, 9 miles per hour, 7 miles per hour in Indianapolis. And take a look at headlines coming up. We got rain coming up for the weekend, warm up on the way, and next snow chance, it could be this Friday.
Well, thanks, Evan. Coming up, a look inside Ball State's Bracken House.
Plus, we'll take a look at the opening of the Habitat of Humanity's outlet store.
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
So I've come up with a family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back. Soon to be home of President Jeffrey Mern's Bracken House has been renovated for the first time in about 20 years.
And today, interim President Terry King and member of the Board of Trustees Tom Bracken led the media around the house to give the public a glimpse of what it looks like. NewsLink's Adam Chowdhury has more on the story.
Now, when this home became vacant about a year ago, we decided it was time to update it.
And update it they did. After renovations took place 20 years ago, when the university first gained ownership, this is the first time it has been renovated since. The renovations cost about $400,000, which was put forward by the George and Francis Ball Foundation. Deanna Whetstone, a Ball State alum of 1992, led the design for the remodel.
The thing that I'm most proud on this project is that we took the grant money that was gifted by the foundation, and we really were able to touch every part of this home and bring it up to speed and to have accomplished what we really needed to. So we really left no stone unturned.
Following the renovation, the house serves two purposes. The first floor is open for events hosted by the president for the Ball State community. The upstairs is left exclusively for the president and his family. Along with revamped bedrooms and bathrooms, a kitchen and guest suite has also been added. President Jeffrey Mearns and his family will move in May. In Muncie, Adam Chowdhury, NewsLink, Indiana.
The Bracken House was built in 1937, was a gift from the Bracken family. The house was recognized as one of the most beautiful homes in the state. And speaking of renovations, today the Habitat for Humanity Restore had its grand opening. NewsLink's Brittany Carlin has the story.
Today was the grand opening of the Habitat for Humanity's Restore's new location. CEO Lindsay Arthur tells us about the Restore.
Habitat for Humanity Restore is actually a retail outlet where we sell new and gently used home improvement and building materials to the public at deeply discounted prices.
So far, there has been positive feedback about the new location. Former Board of Director member Eric Scher tells us what he thinks.
The store is great. It's just so nice and airy, and a lot more material and product that they can give out to or sell out to the public.
The Restore offers many opportunities for the Muncie community. Volunteering is one of them, and Restore Director Kirk Miller tells us more.
Volunteer different ways. You can either email us at info@munciehabitat.org, or you can give us a call at our direct number at 765-288-1814.
Today I am here at the grand opening of the Habitat for Humanity Restore, where you can come in and donate some items, or you can even have one of these trucks pick it up from your house if you're not able to make it out. In Muncie, I'm Brittany Carlin, NewsLink, Indiana.
If you are in need of furniture or have some furniture you would like to get rid of, you can visit the brand new Restore location.
Well, with the school year winding down, Ball State students are already planning their housing situation for next year. NewsLink's Deja Clay has more.
Hi, I'm Deja Clay at the Haven Apartments near Ball State University, and I caught up with some students to discuss their benefits of living off campus.
DeAndre Griffin, Ball State student, spoke about how he enjoys living off campus and having his own privacy.
Benefits of living here at the Haven would be privacy. Like to be in my own space. The apartments are pretty clean, well taken care of. Maintenance is pretty good. We're taking care of anything that I need. So I really enjoy being out here.
Trying to find a place that was close to the college of my choice, as well as be affordable to where I could go to the college of my choice. And so that's why I love the Haven.
Major Hall, marketing director of the Haven Apartments, encouraged Ball State students to live at the Haven because it's affordable, and the Haven won Best Amenities last year for student living apartments.
So the Haven's been voted Best Amenities. We have a shuttle bus that takes students from our property to campus, so you don't have to get a parking pass if you don't want to. We're constantly putting on events. We have competitive rates. Really, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to live at the Haven.
In Muncie, Deja Clay, NewsLink, Indiana.
For more information, you can call 765-287-1500 or log on to havenapts.com.
And we've had some chilly temperatures this week. Evan, what can we expect for the holiday weekend?
Coming up on the holiday weekend, we can expect just a little bit warmer temperatures, but along with rain. And as you can see, we have quite a distinct temperature difference across the nation, but more locally coming up.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Well, welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. And Abby, Friday, a very popular holiday for college students with St. Patrick's Day is coming up.
Yes, and I know they're all really hoping for some nice weather. Evan, what can we expect for the weekend?
Coming up on the weekend, we can expect just a little bit warmer temperatures, but also we can expect some kind of rain, sleet, some type of precipitation. But right now, taking a look at national temperatures, New York sitting at 26 degrees, and Los Angeles on the west coast sitting at 65. Now zooming in just a little bit closer, Muncie right now at 26 degrees, Indianapolis at 26 as well, Kokomo and Lafayette at 25, and Terre Haute at the high in the state at 28 degrees. And taking a look at our current wind chill, which makes those temperatures just feel a little bit colder than what they really are. Muncie is sitting at 17 degrees, Indianapolis at 18, Kokomo 19, Lafayette 18, and Bloomington and Terre Haute at 20 degrees. Take a look at our McKinley Avenue Watchtower live cam. As you can see, we did have a very good day today, with spotty snow showers here and there, but nothing too much to stick to the ground. And then as you can see, we have that late clearing tonight and later into tonight. Taking a look at right now, we're sitting at 26 degrees with winds out of the northwest at 9 miles per hour, which does make it feel like that's 17 degrees out there. So make sure if you're going out tonight, make sure you take out a light or heavyweight jacket. Taking a look at our current radar right now, we are seeing those little snow flurries that I was talking about earlier. But as you can see through this next radar, those snow flurries aren't even reaching the ground. So nothing to worry about with your commutes to and from tonight, wherever you may be going. And then taking a look at precision cast temperatures over into tomorrow morning, we can also expect nothing at all, just like we did today. And then taking a look at tonight, we can get down to that low of 28 degrees, spotty flurries here and there, and then a clearing late with winds out of the west-northwest at 15 to 20 miles per hour. Taking a look at our bus stop forecast for tomorrow for those kids, 7 a.m., 20 degrees, you can tell, be fairly cold, so make sure they're all bundled up, but nothing too much to worry about because it will be sunny skies. And then as you can see on at 3 p.m., we will have that high of 40 degrees. And taking a look at precision cast, you can't expect those You will see those clouds moving in, and then tomorrow we get up to a high of 41 degrees, be sunny with a slight warm up out of the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then here is that sleet and snow and rain that I said that we could be worrying about over the overnight hours into Friday. And then take a look at the 7-day forecast. There is that high of 57 on Monday, which would be the high for the week. And then on St. Patrick's Day, we can expect just a little bit of showers with a high of 43.
All right, well, thank you for that weather update, Evan. And DeMarcus, what do we have coming up in sports?
Hey, guys, we talked to Ball State women's basketball head coach Brady Selly as his team prepares for the first round of the women's NIT tournament. Also, we have highlights from the game tonight. BSU takes on Fort Wayne. More when we come back.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Good evening. For the second straight year, the Ball State Cardinals are playing postseason basketball. The Cardinals are looking to keep its season going tonight as they take on IPFW in the CIT tournament. To the highlights we go. Ball State in Fort Wayne tonight taking on the Mastodons. Taylor Persons with a nice pass fake and buries the three, put Ball State up early 3-0. Later on, Franco House finds an open Ryan Weber in the corner who buries the three. Weber was hot in the first half, going 3 of 5 from 3. On the other end, Persons makes a tough jumper over 2 defenders. Ball State hot early. At the half, Ball State would be up by 10 points. However, Fort Wayne would come back in the second half and win 88-80. Meanwhile, the Ball State women's basketball team is looking to rebound from a sooner than expected exit from the MAC tournament. After finishing the season with 2 disappointing losses, the Cardinals want to finish the season on a high note. For the second straight year, Ball State women's hoops will be playing in the women's NIT tournament. Their first test will be in-state rival Indiana University, a matchup the Cardinals are looking forward to. NewsLink's Indiana caught up with head coach Brady Selly to get his thoughts on playing IU.
We're excited with the draw. You know, I think our kids will be pumped up to play IU. Clearly, there's an in-state rivalry there. It doesn't really matter a whole lot to me, to be honest with you, but I get the fan part of it. You know, it's a neat draw, and you know, like, we've been trying to play IU, and so now, you know, they tell us we have to, so that's what we're going to go do, and hopefully it will materialize in maybe playing them a little bit more.
Tip-off is scheduled for 7 p.m. tomorrow at IU. Meanwhile, the Ball State football team is gearing up for its 2017 season with the start of spring practice on Thursday. The Cardinals are looking to improve on a 4-8 record last year that saw the team lose 5 in a row to finish the year. With new players joining the team as well as a new defensive coordinator, the Cardinals are hoping that spring practices gives them the opportunity to build chemistry going into the new season.
Well, I've been so impressed with just their work ethic and their attitude. They all seem to come in this building every day looking for a way to get better, and that's something that we stress all the time is, you know, hey, you just have to find a way each and every day, no matter what phase of the program, in the classroom, you know, in the meeting room, on the practice field, you have to find a way to get better every single day. So I'm excited to see them because they've attacked every day with such a great attitude, and they're all eager, and they're all excited. Just have to try to encourage all of them that, hey, you don't have to do anything special. Don't try to go out and be a hero. Just go out and go perform and do what your coaches are asking you to do, and I'm excited for them.
All right, well, DeMarcus, thank you for that update. And coming up, find out what Hollywood A-listers are making a new movie.
Plus, all of you Broadway fans, get ready. A new musical that's based off a 90s film is hitting the stage. Your entertainment news is next.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet a few who are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Welcome back. I'm Kate Shalira with your entertainment news. Great news for fans of musicals on Broadway. Groundhog Day, a musical that is based on the 1993 movie of the same name, announced its soundtrack release date today. Andy Karl, two-time Tony nominee, will star as Phil, the TV weatherman. Pre-sale for the album begins this Friday, March 17th. The soundtrack will be available digitally on April 14th and in stores on May 5th. Today, Netflix announced that it will be continuing to film the legendary Orson Welles' final project, The Other Side of the Wind. Even though Welles said that this project was not an autobiography, the plot very closely emulates his life. What Welles had thought would take him weeks to film ended up taking him years, and he died before he finished it. The film was supposed to be his comeback after his 1941 hit, Citizen Kane. Now that Netflix has obtained the rights to complete it, the film may finally make it to public viewing. Rihanna and Adam Driver will be starring in a new musical movie called Annette. The story involves a stand-up comedian who finds himself alone with his 2-year-old daughter after the death of his wife. The director, Leos Carax, has previously made several French short films, and this will be his first English-language film. The film is due to be released in 2018. That's all for your entertainment news. I'm Kate Shaliro. Back to you at the desk.
Well, thank you very much, Kate. And Evan, let's get one final look at that weather.
Yeah, we can expect just slightly warmer temperatures this weekend. We can get into the high of 57 on Monday, but we will expect that high of 40. We will expect some type of showers or precipitation on Friday.
Well, thank you very much, Evan. And that's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to watch tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right here on Cardinal Vision.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a good night.